How can you do this? This is outrageous.
Do it, 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 do it.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day today. So let's get back to the concept images from Battlefront 4 that we never got. This is, I think, the 6th of the series, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys seem to love them as much as I like covering them, so hey, tons more concepts to come. Today's is the Redeemed Vader. Now, this is a different Vader than the Redeemed Anakin just after his burns from Revenge of the Sith, in that video that I made. Because this is what Vader's suit and look would have been had he accepted to hold onto life a little longer and gone with Luke at the end of Return of the Jedi. Whenever I watch that scene where Vader dies, I always think, you know, what would have happened if Vader did just hold on to his anger or hatred a little longer in order to keep his life going? After all, it was the hatred that kept him sustained after Palpatine's lightning attack, which, let's be honest guys, he got the same dose or worse in the comics and still lived, so I don't know. I made a video on his reason for dying, and that is purely my theory of course, and most of you like that theory as well. So I think if Vader had said something like,
"Yes, my son, I will come back with you,"
then we could have maybe received the technology that he should have gotten had Sidious not tried to torture him for all of his life as a means of keeping him in the dark side and continuously angry. Here we would have Vader's redeemed suit, where his burns were healed, his complexion returning to normal now that his face sees some sunlight, and his hair and eyebrows regrown back through stem cells or whatever they would use in our galaxy far, far away. The concept artist or artists wrote a little description here. Face to look more like an older Hayden Christensen than Sebastian Shaw. The scarred face having warmer tones. Hair grown back in places to echo the Vader helmet silhouette. Shiny white plastic neck brace, respirator and collar and shoulder plate. So clearly, when using the top equipment and newest technology, Vader didn't need the helmet to breathe and see. His eyes could have been repaired along with his lungs and esophagus to the point where he probably didn't even need a respirator to breathe or a voice synthesizer to be heard. Now, fun fact, Vader's real voice without the mask would have been no more than a simple whisper, as his whole throat and insides were scorched and scarred heavily from the flames that burned him alive. I think Redeemed Vader would be much more powerful than Redeemed Anakin after Revenge of the Sith. However, that's debatable, of course. I want to know what you guys think about that. Vader would have gone through 40 or so years almost of learning the dark side, using it every single day and understanding it as best as he could in this time. Coming out of that and returning to the light, he would have learned both aspects of the Force, which seems like the perfect Force user to me. I wonder if he'd now be able to use Force lightning because his last suit was so sensitive to it as Palpatine had purposefully designed. I think he'd be able to exponentially grow his powers and teach Luke new things about the Force that only he could have learned from his very twisted and unexpected life. It would have made for a more powerful Luke, a more powerful Ben Solo, and possibly a much more dangerous turn when Snoke manipulated Ben. I'm wondering if Vader would have met Snoke then, in this case. It would literally change so many things, and I think it would have been cool to see. Maybe Leia would have been trained by her father as well. Who knows? Maybe Luke's lightsaber would turn purple, as now he has harnessed both sides of the Force, as Mace Windu did. That'd be pretty sweet to see too. Actually, that's a concept image that they came up with, a dark side Luke where he has a purple lightsaber. Now, I really wanted to see Luke use Force lightning in The Last Jedi, as you can only learn the power when it has been used on you, which is something that is explained in the Darth Plagueis novel, which of course is now Legends. So let me know what you guys think about Vader's redeemed suit. I like how it still mirrors his old darker suit, but now just a little bit lighter. Thanks for watching today's episode. Like this video if you want me to cover the other concept images, and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
the Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.